The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. And tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable now for Allen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. 63 yards on a punt return score. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Looking to throw on second down. Franklin. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Franklin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. There he goes left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10, right at the 40. He's going to try and take off with it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Operating from the gun, Franklin through the middle of the field. A beautiful fake. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Gets past one man. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Pollard is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Off the bootleg. Franklin. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bears! Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Christopher Dunn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On first down, Freeman. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Bears touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Freeman. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back to throw. Franklin able to find Willis. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. Shifts by him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Brandon, you know more about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I like what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series, but the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
To throw on 2nd down, Franklin. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. In motion right comes Allen. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Freeman. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7 our score. Second quarter now. Falcon football. Throwing on first down. Freeman. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Corey Kmet. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Franklin rolling to his right, looking for the end zone. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Done good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Franklin. That's complete to Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 touchdowns for him already in his first half. This one good for a first down.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Franklin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. give defense the credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Franklin. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Franklin. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Option play. Here's Pollard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Atlanta.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw on second down. Freeman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw again. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Robinson, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 1st and 10, Franklin. Throw caught there by Willis. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 57 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Done good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st down, Freeman. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On first down, Stockton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
2 yards to go, second down.
Operating from the gun, Franklin. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears are able to add on to their first-half lead.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. He's got a man complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Freeman. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. Freeman.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before break. Freeman. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Freeman. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. First down, Falcons.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Still going inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Robinson up the middle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Freeman. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Freeman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Garrett Wilson, 27 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through half.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Bears add 6 to their lead. Now done for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Off play action. Freeman. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Robinson again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Franklin. He finds his man. Complete. It's Willis. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Off the play fake. Franklin. Forced out to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Oh, it's a wobbler here. He can't get him down. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Freeman right back to Pitts again. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
In motion left goes Allen. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, Freeman. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing again, Freeman. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
To throw on third down, Freeman. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Flushed out right. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
A strong running. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a handoff up the middle. Stockton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on first down. Franklin. And he's got it.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there. The 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Done good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Freeman.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Back to throw. Freeman eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On third down, Freeman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Garrett Wilson
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Freeman.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Flush to his right.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for an onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Franklin.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Franklin able to find Willis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Looking to throw. Franklin. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Willis.
Well, that answers the question in my head. They're going to go for the win right now.
I think you're absolutely right. They're not content with going to OT. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Off play action. Franklin. And that is incomplete. Fourth down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Back to throw. Franklin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Freeman able to find his man, John Phillips.
Freeman's pass complete to number 83. 10 yards on the pickup.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win.
Young Wei Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. They juked him.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Now a they'll play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Franklin. He finds his man, complete. That's Willis. He's across midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Down the right sideline. And he gets this one down to the 24.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Escaping the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 75 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. But I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, great.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the red column. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Chicago, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.